Hello Scorpio, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Okay, let's see how this works out. We got to put out some of these. This seems to be okay. This is all right. We have one face down card. I'm getting there's something outside the person or something outside the person you're dealing with. So we're going to keep that in mind as we go forward. The situation you're coming into, it feels like a person you're dealing with, and I have to say, whoever you're dealing with, you get along very well. It seems like it's a very conducive situation. You feel honored by them. You feel like they know how you feel. You feel very good about them. They feel very conducive with you. The King of Cups is telling me this is somebody you get along with very well. A lot of you, this is a business situation. For others, it's definitely other things like family, friends, whatever. I'm getting the majority of you, this is business. But this is somebody you get along with very well. You feel like they consider you. You consider them. You like this person. You get along. And I'm also getting the Page of Pentacles here above you. The King of Cups is how the two of you work together. It's very good. It feels like it flows well. You're happy. Things aren't always perfect, but they're always worked out. And you trust this person to consider your feelings, and you always consider theirs. Now, you have the Page of Pentacles above this. And I'm getting this as like a reiteration. It's not always perfect, but you're not expecting it to be. And I'm getting you feel very secure where you're standing. I'm getting like this person, you do like them, but it's like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a level 3 of how important they are to you. They definitely rank. You like them. You like having them around, but it's not like if they left the situation today, you'd be devastated. Like if they just walked away and did something else, you'd be like, all right, it was nice for what it was, but things move on. But I'm getting that page is like you like working with this person. For a lot of you, it's business. But for example, they're not the only person you like working with, but they're one of the people you like working with. Let's do that. The page is telling me it's not like you're like, every time they walk in the room, you're jumping around and like giving high fives because you're so excited that they're there. But like when you realize they're a part of a project or something you're working on, you're pleased because you know this is going to be conducive. This is going to be a good situation. So you're pleased with it. Are we over talking this? They're saying we can move forward. I feel like you're going to know. You're going to know either way if this hits for you, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, whoever you're dealing with, there's an outside influence outside of them that's letting go. There's somebody's trying to pull them away. Someone is trying to pull them away. Someone is trying to pull them away from you, trying to pull them away from the situation. If this is a business situation, especially if it's like a corporate environment, someone is trying to get them to change jobs or change departments or something like that. And I feel like the reason you need to know this is it could affect your work relationship with them or a situation you're working on with them in the long run. So it feels like if you're coming to this, as this goes forward, if this hits with you, the big clue in here is they want you to know that you should be planning for, like, if this person isn't involved at some point, how you can like have your bases covered. If this hits going forward, and I know we haven't gotten that deep into it, but they're saying somebody is pulling them away. Either they've applied for a job or some other department or something where they're being pulled away. One way or another, I feel at some point they will be pulled away from this situation. You're not going to see it coming. Because you're getting involved with this person. You're getting involved with this situation. I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles is like, it seems like things are starting to really take root. There's a long haul feel here. This seems to be the beginning of a situation, or it's like a continuation of a situation, one of the two. I'm getting you have the Eight of Pentacles. You're putting in the work. You're realizing the other person is putting in the work too. The 8 is I feel like this is talking about work that's being done. I'm getting there's a lot of detail going on here, it feels like, and there's a lot more to be done. And I feel like you're invested in this, and you're looking to go into, like, the 8 makes me feel like you're about to get ready to finish this up and go into the next phase. The situation in a whole is not over, but it's kind of like we're getting ready to go up to the next level. Not quite there, but getting ready to get that process going. Are we good? Now, like the Queen of Pentacles right below your card tells me everything, how it's working out, seems to be very good, very stable, seems like it's very pleasant. In the sense of like things are going as expected, people are keeping up their end of the bargain, whatever they need to do, everybody seems to be doing it. And I feel like you're keeping your eye on things and keeping in touch with people, and it all seems to be flowing quite well. What I'm getting in the environment here is authenticity. It's starting to come forward from this person. It's slowly coming forward. Because I feel like they're trying to step back and they're trying to loosen their grasp on the situation. I feel like they might even flat out be telling you that they are going to be leaving this situation. Hopefully you're in one of the boats where this person is flat out telling you. For some of you, you're seeing where they're lessening their responsibility and they're handing things off to other people. And I feel like you might be questioning it, and then it seems to come forward. They have to tell you either way, is what I'm getting. They're going to have to tell you. You just might see like the pre-effects, where they're handing things off, and you might be wondering, why are they doing that? And then you're finding out why. Everything is going well, and authenticity is telling me you're getting word that this is happening. You're finding out that this is happening. It hasn't happened yet, but you realize it is coming next. Now, as we keep going forward, and I'm getting this outside influence with the let go. If you're considering trying to change this person's mind, I'm getting that will fail. And they're saying, don't waste your time trying to change this person's mind. Use your efforts towards, making sure this situation can just kind of flow forward without them. Help them divvy out whatever they need to divvy out. Help them tie things up. Don't try to convince them otherwise. Because I'm getting that the energy outside the situation is pulling them quite strongly. I don't feel like that's an option. I feel like some of you might be like, well, I have to try. Give it one good try, but then help them move forward the way they want to. Give it one good try. If they say no, accept it and help them, leave the situation in a way that everything seems to be very smooth in transition, as smooth as it can be. Because I feel like you might want to try to convince them to not move on because you like working with them. But the point here is they're saying that's not going to happen. If you want to try, if you insist on trying, that's fine. Give it one good try. But when they say no, accept that and work towards a smooth transition to make this easier on you and the people around you. Okay. Because what I'm getting is you seem to be taking control of the situation with the Ace of Wands, and I'm getting the other person, they're holding strong. They are truly leaving the situation. I'm getting you're the one, it feels like you're the one picking up that baton and like you're realizing what has to be done. You're helping them move things around. You're helping, disperse things if necessary. And I feel like you're becoming that backup to make sure that like if somebody needs that assistance, you're able to assist them in doing this. Like if it gets handed off to this person, the person who's leaving is gone. They have you to back up to ask questions, or at least to try to help them figure out what needs to happen next. Because the person who used to do that is gone. And I'm getting like there's a lot of strength because there's a lot of strength with this other person because they are not backing down. They're moving on. They've decided they're going that way. They are going to do it. I'm getting you're the Ace of Wands because you're taking control. You're grabbing that baton. I don't feel like you're taking over everything, but it feels like you have the references and the tools to like, if, for example, if your friend Pete gets a certain sheet or a certain situation, they're taking over from this person. When that person's gone, Pete can come to you and say, do you know anything about this? And you're like, well, I don't know everything, but I know some things. What are you doing? Run it by me and I'll see what I can tell you. Because I feel like you have enough information where you might be able to fill in some pieces that other people might not know. You could help people figure things out. Does that work? Okay. Because as this leaves this situation, you have 3 cards. The situation itself, like the top card is glamour. This person leaving, that is a hit to the situation. It's not devastating, but it's not wanted. People don't want this person to leave because it makes the situation more difficult temporarily. But I'm getting the glamour on top is making me feel like everybody, including you, is not acknowledging the stress that's been added to the situation. Everybody's just kind of like, we can make this work, we're just going to keep going, it'll be fine. Acting like it's not a big deal when I do feel like it is adding a bit of notable stress to it. Best possible decision is right behind that. I'm getting how things are being divided up and people supporting other people. I'm getting that's the best possible decision. Not this person leaving, because I don't feel like anybody really likes that. But I'm getting best possible decision. Like everybody who can handle things, like it feels like it went to the right people. You being able to be that support or try to back people up, I feel like that's a really good morale booster. And I feel like you're helping people move forward. I do feel like you got some of it, for the most part, for the most of you anyway. You got some of it. But I'm getting like you're able to support other people. You're stepping in and helping where you can. I'm getting you're a very big morale booster, I have to be honest. That's how it's coming through. And the last one you got here is magical powers. Like, what this is, it's reminiscent of the magician cards. Because sometimes this card pops up and people think it's a little hokey. I think it's fine. I like it. Because I feel like what this is saying is like the situation is moving forward. It's like something that looked like it wasn't possible is now possible. Something like, I feel like things are being redivided out and people are handling it the best they can, and they're doing a lot better than expected. And I feel like it's kind of like the three of these cards together, best possible decision, glamour, and the magical powers, is like, I'm getting people are really doing a lot better, and I feel like this is going smoother than expected. You seem to be a very big morale booster. I'm getting it again. And I'm getting like this is making this easier for everybody. I just feel like people, like even if they're doing overtime or doing extra work or they're feeling like they're doing more than they should be, it's just because it's working out, people are just accepting it and keeping going forward. And people are just making it work out. I'm getting it's just, especially the best possible decision with the magical powers. Like everybody seems to be right on point and they're able to handle the pieces they got. And I'm getting like this is just working out. This is just seeming to work out. Even if at first it seems like it's a little bit more burdensome. And I'm getting even after the fact. Some people feel like they got way more on their plate than they would like. I'm feeling like nobody's really complaining about it. People are just surviving through it. And I'm getting like down the line people plan to like redistribute what they have to do. But for now it's just like I don't feel people are really complaining. People are just making it work out and they're just kind of working with each other. And I feel like you're being that support, you're being that cheerleader in a way, moral support, your morale booster. I feel like that's making a huge difference because I feel like you're kind of leading by example. You're also involved in doing things yourself. People seem to be following your lead is what I'm getting. Alright, so I feel like this is working out. The big thing with this reading is like when you see this person, when they're going to walk away from the situation, I'm getting you're going to have the urge to just try to keep talking them out of it. They're saying, do that just once. Give it full effort just one time, but when they say no, put your energy into making this a smooth transition that will work for you and everybody else a lot easier. Because there's information here that you can pull out of the situation. You can compile a lot of things by directing your energy the right way, and you can be that support and that morale booster that's really needed to make this really a lot smoother for everybody else, including yourself. Alright, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.